Okay, hi, hello everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to live stream number 6 in my Hearts of Iron 4, the Boer Brazil campaign, where we are going down the Lamy slash Quadros path, which we've finally actually got to in the last live stream, where Quadros is in charge. So, today's going to be an exciting episode, I think. No, it's probably been a while, I think, since I streamed on a Saturday, but I wasn't able to do it the other day. There was just a lot of things going on, so I wasn't able to get around to it. But I'm going to try to stream for a couple of hours tonight. So what I think we got to do here is... let me kind of explain what the premise is for today's episode. So we just started the Quadros focus tree, and I was noticing, looking at it, is eventually, and it's a mandatory thing, we've got to go to where we withdraw from South Africa, because Quadros is actually does not like interventionism. So we need to, following will bypass the focus if we have one volunteer or more from Brazil. Oh, so it'll just happen automatically, I guess? It won't actually be put to a vote? So then we basically have, let's see here, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5, 8, I'm just doing the math here, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, and 32. So we have like about 3/5 of a year to basically either win the war in Africa or get South Africa on a good enough footing that they'll win a little bit after we get out. So that's not a lot of time, and yet it is a decent amount of time. So I don't think I think that the trick here is not going to be to, and I'm saying this, my volunteers haven't even shown up. I think we need to not fall for wanting to victory point snipe, because Africa, even though in Hearts of Iron 4 the southern atmosphere is shrunken, this is not an accurate map. Even so, Africa is really big, and if I go too far forward, it's not going to work out. So, like these, and plus these are very large, geographically speaking, nations that we're fighting against, the different members of the Africa Shield. So it's really a 4-on-1. So basically, my game plan is going to be, once my helicopters come in, my units, we're going to try to capitulate the Boer Republic as soon as possible, and then just sort of limit ourselves to doing envelopments, with the idea being that envelopments instead of the other two, what was I saying? Is to destroy the Boer Republic, but then the goal will be to get envelopments instead of victory points, and work our way up the continent that way, because it's going to be very hard to victory points snipe. The west one, capping it is easy. I don't know. I think they have some victory points up here. Like this is, like, let's look at their capital. Their capitals were 30 points. Look, we got 10 victory points there, 10 there, 10 there, 30 here. So it's not just going to be enough to take Windhoek. We'll have to play it smart. So, oops, I forgot my water in the other room. Let me go grab that. Did somebody seriously dislike the stream? What the fuck? Okay. So I had likes and they're gone now, but okay. Weirdos. Just want to pop in and tell me fuck you. Got it. Anyway, let me go grab my water real quick. I also gotta feed my cat. Okay, I'm back. It's a pretty generous time window considering the Free French Navy is on your side. Free France, which is neither free nor French. Yeah. My RK runs, I can take them out, but the East one's the hardest. Yeah, I think we'll be able to get this done. Hold on, let me just put some lotion on too, because my hands are very dry. So Lot's misdeeds have brought him low, and now we hold on to the presidency. Our enemies, the enemies of all Brazilians, are currently shocked at our ascension. They will rapidly recover, and their stupor will turn to anger. We must stabilize our position so that the presidency can be turned once more into a lighthouse, a great beacon of order and progress for our great nation. Leeches and parasites shall tremble. Okay. So, how's everybody's day been? How's everybody's week been? I hope you've been well. Let's see here. Guess let's just unpause and wait for our volunteers to show up. Oh, there we go. The plot. My resignation from the office of the vice president. Yeah. That's just something that's not relevant because that's not actually what's happening right now. Alright, my volunteers are here. And, organizer's nice, but I think the aggressive assaulter is going to pay off more for us here. And, like I said, I think priority number one has to be, whoops, no. I think priority number one here has to be, taking out the Republic first, the Boer Republic. Have you heard the French arguments before that the Ulster Scots are the natives and the Irish are the colonizers? About the unionist perspective? Oh yeah, I've heard that. And I've seen like the murals where people try to... Yeah, I've heard that before, that the Scots are the natives and the Irish are colonizers. It seems, I don't know how else to say this, it seems really schizophrenic, those arguments, but maybe I just don't understand it enough. Anyway, so we're going to call this the African Liberation Front. So, this letter's garbage, get out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually a bug, that one. But I kind of want to learn more about the Celts in general. Having said that, it probably won't happen for a little while, because I think I told you guys before how I went on this big book spending spree recently, because I'm going to start pinching my pennies, and the Argonians, they migrated to Scotland, and they just came back to the homeland they left 1,000 years before. Okay, sure. Pierre Pojade, that is some outfit, has been elected as the President of France. Yeah, so they went fascist. And they stared at, look, they got the fucking, oh my god. Irgun takeover in the Levant. Italian rule has broken down. Israel just went authoritarian democratic. Oh, that's a cute portrait. The Jews have found their Zion, but at what cost? So they're basically discriminating against the Arabs. So we're going to wait till there's just one division here, and then we're going to go on the attack. Boom! There it is. There's the shot. Force attack. Let's go, let's go. Of course, the initial breach is the key to the whole thing. 2 days. There we go. Come on. There we go. Happens to a dream deferred. Wait. Yeah, hold them there. Put them for a second. The office smelt of soap and disinfectant. President Quadros, how good it felt to be president, had thoroughly cleaned the office with the help of a few staffers. Carpet had been vacuumed, the desk had been dusted, windows had been scrubbed to a spotless standard, all in front of a few friendly journalists. The new government would be freed from corruption, from dirty dealings, and from Enrique Teixeira Lot's contempt for the good order of things. Hello there, Burning Paladin and Tenebrafication. There's so much niche reading on the topic. Let's see here. Let's see. Once the journalist had departed and her staffers had carried the brooms and bottles of chemicals away, Quadros sat at her bureau for the first time. Beyond the doors, the presidential palace hummed with its habitual energy. The president could not help but think of all the times she had entered the room to find Lot busy. Her rival had been a hard-working woman, if nothing else. It had only been a few weeks, far too early for nostalgia for a simpler time. And of course, it would never be time for regret. Lot's corruption had left her unfit for the presidency. Quadros took a final smell of the fresh office. The smell of something approximating a lemon seen through a chemist's perspective tickled her nostrils. Perhaps look for a better brand of cleaning product. There would be ample time to do that. The president took out a manila folder from her bag. Typewritten on it were the words, "Independent Foreign Policy." It was time to get to work. No easy day but yesterday. What is she, a freaking seal now? So we got to turn to the cabinet. Only people left are corrupt, lazy, or crypto-communists, perhaps all three. Our enemies are numerous. We must not risk any threat from within. Okay. Brazilian presidential office. Yeah, they disinfected. I think it was like a symbolic disinfection is what it's supposed to be. Okay, there we go. So we got the port. Now let's grab Johannesburg. And yeah, like I was saying before, I think the crucial thing here is to yeah, just take out the Boer Republic, not advance too far. The South Africans really do not have that much infantry right now. They basically, actually, yeah, like right here, they're not covering this field. They don't have enough infantry to cover everything at the moment. So we got to work on it. On here, there we go. Is the USA even intervening in South Africa? I think I saw a division somewhere of theirs. Yeah, here we go. They sent their tanks. They sent the Empire Division. That's what they called the 27th Armored this time. And here's another one. The Lucky 7th! Aha. Let's take a look at how we're doing in terms of the logistics. Like, do we actually have all the helicopters we're supposed to? No, we do not. Not good. Alright, so that means industry, except, no. We have such a short, small window to work with here. Really makes things a bit difficult. Is this really all we have to spend political power on? Well, let's promote loyal officers then. Chad aerial cavalry. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Let's get these things here. You know, this is still victory points. Oh my gosh, who the hell is calling? Oh, I gotta pick this up. Be right back. Okay, very sorry about that. Yeah, phone call's over. Should not be any more. Um, so the where were we? Yeah. So we're working on yeah, just trying to capitulate the Republic. Yeah, it'll just be nice because it's one less thing spawning divisions, and we can then have a stable front to work with. And I will consider the war a success if we could if, like, let's say we get out and, you know, we're already north of Quelimane. The South Africa should be able to pull it off at that point. So as long as it ultimately ends in their victory, I will be pleased. Just trying to fill in these spots here. Freaking hell, Johannesburg won't fall. Come on now. Wait, what the heck? That was weird. Right here. Here's where we need to be attacking. Here, and then here. See, I already feel like, though, already we're getting to be too much. Too far out. Teaser, the formerly named CSS server teaser about Peronismo in Argentina by Ovea. Which one is CSS? Looks like Madagascar has been taken over by the Jewish exiles, so they have 2 states. That's true. That is a good point. There's the state of Israel and the Israeli state, I guess you could say. Shoot. Okay, I still got that last stand going, right? Okay, yeah, we took Johannesburg. So, is that gonna be quite enough? Yeah, the Boer Republic should capitulate in a matter of hours here. And so what we're gonna do, yeah, we've defeated them in the ongoing conflict. The Boer state has been ended. The conflict has not. Okay, great. Ironic in a timeline where Nazis won, the Jews have doubled their amount of states. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to be careful about advancing too far forward. Things are really not looking good in the west, but we just gotta... Let's clean up these pockets here and sort of start figuring what we want to do. I think we might want to push west if possible. Yeah, goodness, we only have so much to work with. This is the real 2-state solution. That would be funny. Just go on to some part of the internet where, you know, people are arguing about Israel and Palestine and go like, guys, here's the real 2-state solution. Just, you got Greater Israel here and and Madagascar. Called Ibero-America. The West German capital has industry. Why is this chopper not fucking moving? Let's go. Okay, cabinet reshuffle. The mixture of PSD kleptocrats and PTB socialists that had continued to bleed the nation dry had seen their offices cleared within a few hours of Quadros' ascension to the presidency. It was time for the UDN to steer the ship of state back to good governments. The first to speak for the day had been the president herself. Quadros, away from the media, had cut short her usual orations and stuck mostly to the great lines all expected him to keep to. The Republic was overburdened by spending, weighed down by bad debt. All of this would be fixed, both to help the common Brazilian man as well as to strengthen Brazil's international position in the face of big economies such as America. Foreign policy would be a second pillar of the Quadros presidency. Subservience to the United States was no longer on the cards. No ill will to the Northern Republic, Brazil would look to other nations great and small for allies and friends. The tone set for this first meeting, Quadros had her ministers present themselves and turn to their colleagues. Pride of place was given to Henning Bollesen, Minister for the Economy. The Danish-born former executive of the energy company Ultragas, Boysen was a well-known figure of the country's business elite. Her briefing noted the nation's mounting debt and their importance as a threat to both the nation's prosperity as well as its foreign policy. Government spending would have to go down. The state would also retreat from the economy, freeing private citizens to act and let them keep a bigger part of their hard work through tax reductions. Sacrifices would have to be made, yet it was Boysen's belief that renewed prosperity would come in time. Gentlemen, let's get to work. Perhaps gentle women. Dealing with the Vipers. Let's call in the military. Comrades accuse us of betraying her in our own Ides of March. Let's just woo them. Oh yeah, let's make a save file because I capitulated the Boers. So, hold on a sec. Boers beaten. Whoops. Beaten. That's a good point, is you can't trust those vice presidents. I know. I was one. Time for a lusotropical pro-realpolitik cabinet. Oh yeah, so speaking of cabinet, as I've told a lot of y'all before, I recently did like my one last big book spending spree, and I've been having issues with shelf space, but I basically think that I have figured something out. I'm using milk crates, which I think actually look pretty decent, and I was able to get them for free. Hold on. I'm trying to think here. Where do I want to move to? Be like right here, and do a drive that way. Try to get those encirclements. But yeah, so I'm going to use some milk crates, and I also found, I've never used IKEA, but I've heard good things about IKEA furniture. I've basically been able to find a very cheap shelf. I don't need a huge one. I basically just need a little more shelf space for my hardcovers, and also to just kind of like certain things in my personal library collection that are like, I have a lot of books on the same subject, so I can just put those in a milk crate, or I want to put those together and clear shelf space for other things. So just working on that. Oops, nope, that ain't working. Siberia is going after the Pacific Fleet! VP's trying to coup the president is the reason why electing president and vice president in separate elections is a bad idea. Yeah, like in the United States, for example, they dropped that pretty quick. Alright, stop. Siberia has gotten control of Algeria. Okay, it looks like our buddies here in South Africa are starting to actually crank out a decent amount of troops, but they have more divisions than any individual Germans, but we're definitely still outnumbered. So that's why I was saying before, the crucial part is to get the encirclements and defeat them that way. God damn it! Yeah, they fucking. See, once they put in those motorized divisions, because the thing is also that my divisions aren't that strong. I try to keep my hardcover books near shoulder height so I don't have to bend over to get them or worry about them bludgeoning my head. Yeah, about a week ago I was listening to this radio program, which I hadn't listened to in ages, actually, literally years. It's called In Our Time. It's from the UK. I don't know who sponsors it, but anyway, it's called In Our Time, and I was listening to a bit about the Spanish Civil War, and it had two authors whose books I've read on there. It was Helen Graham and Paul Preston, and there was somebody else too. I'm forgetting her name right now, but anyway, they it was like 40 minutes long. It's kind of fast-paced, but they're going in. The interviewer at one point asks, is like, so what can you all, because he's talking to the whole panel, and he says, like, what can you all tell me about the leader of the nationalists, of General Franco? And then there's like a half-second pause, and all of them start laughing. And they, even though it's just kind of a, it's like, oh yes, we're here talking about the Spanish Civil War today. It was the deadliest conflict between the two wars, and it's a very formal conversation. But then they start something you notice that maybe when your book fell off your shelf. Oh yeah. I've changed that. Basically, my top shelves now, because that's also the shortest shelf I have, because not all my shelves are the same height, like the individual gaps. I just have put all my paperbacks up there, my mass market sci-fi and stuff. Anyway, so they all start laughing, and then the host goes, "Okay, I should explain what just happened here." And it's basically the two women historians gesture to Paul Preston, I guess in the studio immediately, like they raised their hands to him, and he was and it's because he wrote the biography of Franco, and he's like, yeah, they're laughing because they both pointed to they raised their hands to Paul Preston, Professor Paul Preston, to answer the question. And he goes, well, yes, it's because they know that I've written I spent 20 years researching a biography of Franco, and it's very thick, and I'll hit them with it if they don't acknowledge it. Okay, what do they look like in Moe order? So this is the Südwest Africa leader under Wolfgang Schenk. Then there is Hans Huttig in Reichskommissariat Ostafrika. This is apparently from some anime that people who are not me know. I just hear that like, oh, this is a really perfect portrait. And then there is Miola up here, who came and was doing the hunting in the Brazil. Let's see here. But yeah, I've reorganized my bookshelves a little bit, and I'm gonna continue to do it more. Like, one of the things I want to do with my milk crate shelves that I'm gonna have is I'm gonna have one section that's for my French Revolution stuff. I'm just gonna put all those in one crate, and then the other crate I'm either gonna put all my Spain or all my like British stuff in there. And like, a lot of that stuff fits on my main bookshelves, but like just by taking out that nice big chunk, and like they all go together anyway, I think it'll work out. Wooing the army. The assembled collection of generals covered fully the spectrum of negative emotion. Let me get some water here. A few glared angrily at the president. Others kept their expression in studious contempt. The most patient had one sat closest to the standing president, eyes analyzing the strange figure in front of them. President Quadros carried on as confidently as she could. And thus it is the UDN's desire to maintain good relations between the army and our administration. Why then, Mr. President, did you usurp your position from Lot? He was one of us. She was one of us. President Lot, began Quadros over a few argumenters, displayed gross negligence in her corruption and in her appeasement of left-wing radicals. Lot was an idiot, but a principled one. Where were your concerns with corruption last year? Jeered a general. Before the president could continue, Field Marshal Branco's voice boomed. Quiet! The marshal turned towards the president. Lot played politics and got burned. What matters is the future. Mr. President, or Mrs. President, or Miss President, how will your government proceed with the chaos in South Africa? Shall the Brazilian intervention continue? It shall not, Field Marshal. At this, true chaos erupted. A strong majority of the officers began to argue with one another about the campaign in Africa, the merits of the Lot presidency, and the benefits of deeper ties with the OFN. Quadros stood in front of them all, her carefully prepared speech on the merits of a neutral foreign policy and on the importance of avoiding unnecessary deaths of proud Brazilian warriors going up in smoke. Field Marshal Branco stared at her with a neutral expression as the debate continued to unfold. Relations with the army were not off to a fine start. No fighting in the war room! Always fun. Alright. So we can still get the loyalty up a bit. Yeah, apologies and compromise. Yeah, they've scoffed. They're mocking us. Show of pestilence, long way to go toward the military giving us a chance. Let's see here. Military's growing. Useless. We're gonna reassure the top brass, and then we're gonna do some more of that later again. So yeah, they're already unquestionably loyal. Actually, I think we don't need to keep maxing it out. But as you can see, South Africa is stabilizing things here on the right well, although they've lost Stolzhaven. But we're trending in the correct direction, I think. Oh yeah, and these people are stuck in the port that's not a port, so they're gonna die. Lacerda's hypocrisy icon is hilarious. This one, yeah. Yeah, and I think Lammy Quadros has like two of her fingers up. You know that thing where like you point at your own eyes and you know it's like I'm watching you. I think she's doing that. Yeah, it's pretty funny though. Can I zoom in more? Nah, only zoom out. Right now, shame. Okay. I like to imagine you rushing to make gains as the commander's trying to make an impact, knowing Quadros is going to pull him out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole idea again is that we advance far enough that South Africa and I guess the United States as well can help enough to get the victory even after we're gone. We'll put them in a good position. Icon below is the Baka expression. Oh, right here. I don't know, isn't that hand up like that? Oh yeah, like up here, dealing with the Vipers on the left with Lacerda. Isn't that the one where, you know, you do the laugh, the There's like some Japanese term for that laugh. I don't know it off the top of my head. I've heard it before. I've heard that it's like, it's its own. And it has a specific term. I think the quick maneuver warfare could be useful. We're still here. And again, you know, we're gonna hook back south again. I don't want to go too far out. This is becoming a pain. Okay, yeah, but now they can't get out really. There's like a couple of things keeping them apart. Son of a fucking bitch. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, we just gotta make sure they don't come here. Why aren't they attacking them? Kill the ones in your freaking own border, dude. Ah. You know what, here, let's try to get another division in here. Even though I don't have the helicopters for it. How is the war going? You're looking at the war! What are you talking about? Anyway, let's, yeah, we're not gonna knock anybody out right away. We're gonna, some other fucking motorized division, we gotta stop it, it's gonna cut me off. Oh, it wasn't fast enough. Oh shit, what just happened? Oh gosh, what's happening? Oh, it's happening! Okay, that was weird for a second. What? Oh, I hit a hotkey, or, no, stop it. Yeah, this fucking motorized division is pissing me off right now. Come on, get there first, get there first, get there first. Okay. Hold. Stand that shit. Yeah, the thing is, they've only got a limited amount of motorized divisions, so we're going to be able to do some good work, I think. I just wish they would kind of more aggressively push on these infantry that are stuck here. Pretty please. Here we go, now we can finish that one off. I thought there was supposed to be an event whenever we took the capitals. But yeah, as you can see, the capital just gets moved so far north. So And we're not exactly gonna just take them out here in a minute. Let's let this motorized division run by, and then we're gonna cut. Oh nope, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. They're not falling for it. Is Brazil stepping in instead of America? No, the Americans are here. There's like one division there, and there's another one here. Oh, the Australians showed up. Nice. Okay, the Boer Republic is technically revived right now, but you know it's not a huge deal. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. They might have 2 to 6 divisions left. Yeah. So yeah, Sud-West Africa is only 41% toward capitulation. The Republic of South Africa is technically still not even taking back all of its home territories because of this freaking port issue. But yeah, this is getting extremely annoying. How badly they're doing closing this pocket up. So it looks like I gotta do it for them or some shit. Oh, there's their own air assault division, dead now, or retreating at least. Very cool. Yeah, we just can't seem to frickin' crush them. No, one of them's at 40% attrition. But yeah, as you can see, there are no divisions on this front line here. It's too stretched out. So maybe what we want to do is, we might want to come to the west again, or excuse me, the east, and try to get the Boer Republic capitulating again. I haven't even been looking at the difference in casualties. So they've lost more for sure. They're at over 200,000. South Africa, yeah, we're starting to get our hands on some factories now for them, which is good. Operation Bum Rush. No, it won't go well. I know it won't. They're still far too strong. But we've got time. Each of these is basically 3 weeks. So we've got let's see, so 3 times 6 weeks left. 18 we've got about a half year left. We'll try to see, basically let's simplify it and say, okay, we gotta have the Brazilians in a nice enough position by October that they could maybe just win on their own. No, actually, that's a bad idea. I was gonna try to loop around and get a cutoff, but that's a port, so it's actually not gonna do a whole lot right away. We have to take the port. Okay, dealing with the Vipers. Among the brave few who followed our president in her opposition to Lot, women of admirable convictions perhaps, but in the halls of power, bravery and convictions are mere illusions, flamboyant garments meant to hide daggers. It has not escaped President Quadros' attention that Adamar and Lacerda's support for Lot's removal has had very little to do with the good of the nation, and very much to do with both women's ambitions. Lacerda is desperate to get out from her role as junior coalition partner to our party. Meanwhile, the perfidious Adamar seeks to extend her empire of corruption to ever greater heights. As soon as either of them smell the slightest weakness, their allegiances will no doubt shift again. We must take the fight to those 2 Vipers before it is too late. Destroy the pocket or they'll roam around. No, look, you see, it's already being taken care of. The trick here is we gotta take this port, and I think they're leaving it actually. Oh yeah, they just fucked up. Right here. So now we're gonna take that port and get, let's do 2 more divisions. Well, they're not cut off, but. Okay. This pocket, we do need to help them push it back. Okay. Next up. I don't know. One pillar of the trio turning on the other is yet another example of the stability of triumvirates. Yeah, I was actually listening to, and I hadn't listened to it in a very long time. I was at work today, and I popped on. I don't know what got over me. I decided to throw on some of Mike Duncan's History of Rome podcast because I had never actually finished it back when I first listened to it a long time ago. And so I decided to pick it up with the Late Republic, like right after the Punic Wars, and just started listening to it again from there. Oh, come on, stop this division, Yes. Okay. Yeah, looks like South Africa's really starting to crank out some divisions. They're going to be able to start actually filling out all the front lines, which is very, very good. You enjoyed the Kings and Generals video about Basil saying, yeah, Kings and Generals, he's good stuff as well. There's a lot of good education channels out there, you know. Some are better than others. I really like Epic History TV. They're awesome. Watching their Napoleon stuff. I'm a fan. I am definitely a fan. What do I plan to do after I finish this live stream series? Well, you know, I need to figure out what's going to be my non-history thing I play on the channel. But also, I was thinking about, I'm probably going to, you know, I got that Age of Mythology going. We'll see. It's been a little tricky lately because, work's been tough, and it's only going to get tougher now as we go into the holiday season. People are telling me that there's apparently like a supply chain blockage. Doesn't look like it from where I've been standing, but I haven't really been following the news. But it's also, there's just other stuff going on in my life that's been eating up time, and that's gonna end on the 21st. And it's basically when the channel's birthday hits, that's gonna be like, you know, we're gonna start seeing that week some more momentum coming back to the channel. Fuck me, they're gonna... Shit. Hold on. I don't think we're gonna get back here in time. Yeah, these guys are gonna get back to the fort. Okay, good, they're being stupid and not actually advancing towards it like they should. Okay. The North Pole. No, I think I've said this before, but we're gonna be seeing Hearts of Iron 4 more and more relegated to the pre-recorded series, and live streams will be new games. That's what I'm gonna try. Richard Nixon resigns. The save file there. June War. Send out. Little annoying that the Boer Republic's technically still around, but you know, again, the momentum is building on the South African side. What with the they've got more. Because we're you know, the South Africans are more and more able to. Distracted by how crappy I'm doing. These motorized divisions, their defense is too good. I don't really have a straight answer for them. You guys gotta also remember I'm short on equipment. Bars are all that remains of the proud Dutch. Bikuza for CHG to sing Baka Mitai. I heard a nice cover of that recently. It was Hololive, of course, but it was hold on a second. Adamar's Corruption. Actually, before we do that, let's do the pay raises for the officers and do an inspection to get the nepotism down. But basically, somebody did a mashup of 3 members of HoloLive doing Baka Mitai. It was Guargura Coco, who's retired now, or not retired, but she's independent now, and also Pecora. And it was a nice cover, but one of the things I really liked about it is there's a part right before it goes into the final chorus. I guess whoever mixed it drops Coco's audio a little bit, so it sounds like the other two are almost singing to her or something. I don't know, I thought it was a nice little effect. You gotta keep attacking, just don't take organization damage. Come on, South Africans. Oh, fuck me! It didn't even fucking matter. Alright, stop it. Well, no, actually it does matter, because they're just trying to cut me off, but I need the damn South Africans to, you know, fill these spots in. Jeez, I'm not getting that far ahead of y'all. Like, why aren't you taking this tile? Why aren't you taking that tile? Why aren't you taking that tile or that tile? These are empty tiles. That one's empty, 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 empty. Come on. I really do wonder if the South African War would be easier or harder if I played as South Africa itself ever, because on the one hand, I'd actually get to control all the divisions on the front line, but on the other, I'm not going to have access to the tanks and the helicopters and stuff, I think. Tell you what, though, for a super chat, I'll throw on Baka Mitai, you know, as we leave South Africa. I don't know it well enough to sing it. Like, I don't know the pronunciations. Actually, here's another funny thing about that song. So you know how there's that part? I'm gonna pause the music for this, where you know it goes. Ba 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 da ba. Wait, no, it's like. Da da da. Yeah, the part that goes so from the first time I've heard that song, the part where it goes dun 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 dun, in my head, my brain would just go, oh wow, like at the end of it. So in my brain, even though the song doesn't go that way, I would in my brain hear and I would just think, why is my brain putting in a melody that's not there? And I was going, and this is not the first time this has ever happened to me, but I was going, okay, there must be another song that the melody is similar enough that I'm filling it in my head. Yeah, I see it. Thank you very much, Igor. The Aryan Brotherhood just defeated the Berezninki Governorate. Woo! West Russian Revolutionary Front on a roll under Tukhachevsky. Yeah, so I was going like, why is my brain filling in a melody that's not there? And I would, for a really long time, try to figure out, like, where is that music coming from in my head? And eventually I figured it out. Like, I was trying to narrow it down in my brain, like, what's it from, and eventually I went, it's Lionel Richie. It's a Lionel Richie song, I think. And I was listening to a bunch of Lionel Richie, which was fun, because I hadn't listened to that since I was younger. Like, he's got a lot of good music. No, I wouldn't say any of his albums are in my top 500, but he's got good music out there. And eventually I couldn't find it, and it was actually a song from I haven't done a State of the Channel. I didn't do one in September? Oh god, but I know I didn't do one this month. I'm pretty sure I did one in September, but yeah, you're right. It's just been, I don't know, kind of busy. Tuka and Shosta-chan. That's true, yeah! We might see Shostakovich versus Tukhachevsky, which would be the saddest thing. Maybe they could peacefully unite. Secret, double secret Russia path. Nobody's allowed to talk about it. Anyway, the what was I getting at? And so yeah, it ended up being a song from the Commodores, which was the band that Lionel Richie was in before he went solo. Actually, I think he might have been solo for a little bit beforehand, but it's like it was from earlier on, and it was from the song "Sail On." Yeah, and there's a part which goes bum 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 oh ah, and so that beginning few notes is like the chorus in Bakamitai, which is why my brain would fill in the melody because it was like trying to expect the rest of the melody to come, and it doesn't. But just one of those funny things. Another example where that once happened to me was, this was years ago, but I still remember it. It was when that one, I think it was a Sarah Bareilles song, you know, the "If your wings are broken, borrow mine and you can," or no, how's it go? How does it go? The step. I think it's that "Stand By You" song. It's like, you know, where it goes, "And love, if your wings are broken," and then the part that goes, "Borrow mine till yours can open too, 'cause I'm gonna stand by you." And so that part, I remember I was bugging my friends about it. I probably was really annoying them. Where I was saying, "Guys, what is this from?" The, you know, the "Borrow mine, his yours can open too." It's like, is it a Beatles song? Like, what is it? And then in the end, it was from a melody from a guitar solo in a Dinosaur Jr. song. That's where I'd heard it before. I see. So no September Stated channel. I'm sorry about that. New Zealand, Hearts of Iron 4, so you really go fascist, take over the British Empire. God. Are you talking about like in vanilla Hearts of Iron 4? There's no way I would do that. Like, every vanilla... Fuck! Lost the division because I've been distracted singing about songs and stuff. Fuck. Down. Dang it. I meant to say WN. But yeah, every Hearts of Iron 4 vanilla thing is just do a world conquest. That's what they all are. And yeah, there's ways to do it, these sorts of things, but it's just annoying. Okay, so now we gotta fucking waste time sending another volunteer. Yuri Russian warlord romance anime in the future. Yeah, they are. You know, you do one world conquest, you've pretty much done them all, and yeah, that's why I don't get all going. I'm not super into it. To put it politely, they're evacuating their capital. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh my gosh, what the fuck is happening here in the West? They're losing the land I got them. Yes, and they're gonna take Mabote. I think we probably should actually move back here again. Barely feels like I'm advancing at all. Echeverria, elected president of Mexico of the Partido Revolucionario Institucional, also known as the PRI. The Revolución Eterna. Oh, wow, we've already been playing for about an hour. Cool. Oh, I can get a new trait. Scavenger, maybe. That's not too much. The short stocking things, damn. Yeah. I was trying to think of what to say, but I thought they spoke for themselves. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? President Kennedy's down. After a few conversations with Can's cooks, all I see... Anzacs is, like Anzac? I don't know. All I see whenever I glance over to the Imperial Federation planet is an eye roll. Anyway. Okay, yeah, so there's their stupid... It's these stupid little motorized divisions that are screwing me up. Try to recover this mountain division. Recover! Okay, alright. Stop. Here we go. Oh, nope, stop again. Okay. Another unit is here now. Yeah, let's bring him up here. President Kennedy's lying on the job. Let's see how many helicopters I actually have in here right now. Still bad. Still bad. At least they've almost taken all the Boer Republic tiles. Still, this is not great. Over here, now you got the river protecting you. No, hold. There we go. There we go. I think we have a potential encirclement we could do here. Be careful. Man, what I wouldn't give for just one would be able to send one more division. It would give me much more flexibility. An old concept, but ever since Brexit, Anglophilic wankers have been prancing about being obnoxious about this fantasy wet dream idea. What idea? What are you talking? What? Is this like the? Oh, is this like the Imperial Federation thing? I don't know. Lacerda is a devious creature, lying as thoughtlessly as others breathe. Reference! We have kept tabs on the woman's countless fabulations with grim fascination. Lacerda rests now at the center of a web of contradictory lies told to many members of the political class. All that is needed is a little push to ensnare this cawing crow at her own hypocrisy. Lacerda, a former journalist, knows the power of the press. We will remind her of the media's power by arranging for the publication of Lacerda's lies all over the country. When the entire nation knows of our rival's two-faced nature, they will no doubt recoil in disgust and abandon her en masse. Okay. So yeah, we're just trying to find a place to cut across. If we could break through their air assault division here. Yes! Okay. This looks like the beginnings of a good encirclement here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 divisions in there at least. If we could do this, it would be really, really awesome. We're just going to keep an eye on everything. Like this division's going in for some reason. Okay, we got to keep that one pinned down. Don't let them break here. I think I accidentally activated something. Okay. Big it. Trying to get right here. Move up, move up, move up, move up, move up. And this division, look, this motherfucker here, his pith helmet needs to either be attacking in a Ketman shoot or following me into this spot. Yeah, I'm just like, juggling back and forth, trying to take him out. Oh, like I said, if I just had one more division, one more would make such a huge difference. And now they're gonna come here, and these guys aren't gonna attack that division because they're fucking stupid. Urgh. How many saves does your computer take before you have to delete some of them? I'm not sure. I've never counted. But I've never had trouble with save files. But I do go in and delete some regularly. Usually after there's been an update because they're all dead files anyway. See, this makes winning the Saws America look easy by comparison. Yeah, because America could keep sending more and more and more volunteers. What? When did this happen? When did McCormick become oh, when? Yeah, the caretaker president. Well, you see, they're already on advisor level 2. We're on advisor level 1, and I don't even know if there's any path where you can increase it, but certainly not this one where we're trying to pull out. God fucking damn it, they broke through. Yeah, here, we can just make a smaller pocket. Right here. Wait, no. Come here instead, maybe? Going on over there. I think... No. These two, this tile and this tile, do not touch. Good. We're trying to... Yeah, again, we're just trying to freaking... break it down. Get there first. Yes! Okay. Yeah, the double force order. Gotta do what you gotta do. So these can be deleted. Oh, that, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm alright in terms of that storage and stuff. Let's close this pocket. I'm trying. South, at least the Boer Republic in the east is, and this section here is almost completely gone. But a lot of it, we just gotta... Oh, Margaret Thatcher. Okay, always leads to some fun. England's had queens before, but a female prime minister. Yeah. Keep nepotism low so we get rid of the debuff. Would that be like the overbearing military or something? I've maxed out my military loyalty. That's pretty cool. Order a audit. Yeah. Look, you see, they're all already starting to suffer from attrition. Just wait. Yeah, they're trying to push through. Hang in there. 3 days, 2 days. Oh, shit. Lacerda's crowding. The Kachaka did not help much with her funk. A few pieces of ice had fallen from her glass and scattered on the newspapers spread throughout the table. There they melted on the pages, splotching them with a mixture of ink and cheap paper. So much mud splatters, confabulation, histrionics, prevarications. Idly, the president cut ribbons from a hollowed out line. Trying to expose Lacerda in the papers had not gone to plan. The Crow had merely taken flight with her cronies. While her cronies had begun returning fire. Now Quadros stood covered in political filth, while Lacerda flew above, taunting her. From evening papers and scandal rags to respectable conservative dailies, the latter especially hurt. At least the UDN's internal factions had not paid the failure much heed so far. Kachka, ice, lime, sugar. Quadros dropped the knife on the table and staggered to her feet. She needed more sugar. On the way to the kitchen, she stopped by a window. Inside, Quadros could see the distance beyond the fence, a myriad of crows. A few flashes of camera. Lacerda's journalist friends mocked her all the way to the presidential palace. They'd no doubt harass the president later on,
asking her questions they already had decided her answers would be. Less crows, more carrion birds, perhaps. Quadros sighed and continued to trudge forward in search of sugar. No better way to spend the evening. Oh, sorry about the yawning. Adamar's corruption. Gotta get rid of him, because everybody knows about her corruption. Oh, shoot. Missed that. Sleepies. Okay. Pocket is getting closed. I think what to do is to back here. Sorry about that. But he says one thing I want CG to do. Oh geez, blanked out. We're still going. There we go. There we go. It's here. Here and here. You're going to try, if you're right, Imperial Federation path, go for the Junta path. It's basically the Federation Starship Troopers, and then even Heinlein shows up. Really? Led by Mad Jack. I'd have to reference my own guide that I did on how to do that, because I don't remember how to trigger the Junta off the top of my head. Okay. He's asking me to do development, but ain't a whole lot. Oh, sorry. This was led by Mad Jack. Yeah, oh geez, getting the... Wake up, Conquering History Games. What's up? Okay. Okay. So what we're still trying to collapse Africa. So sorry about that. Woo. I need to get some more water. Yeah, the yawning and the spacing out. Hold on a sec. Sleepy Africa. We're like 2 focuses away until we withdraw. I can always just not take the focus, I think, the next to last one. Maybe we could try to just capitulate one of them and see how we do from there, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more water. Yeah, suddenly got fallen out. Okay. Freaking, what was I gonna say? Something about, so has anybody, read Livy directly? Like ever sat down and actually read a book of Livy, the Roman historian? Because I've only ever read, like, bits of it, you know, some, like, PDF stuff that'll be free online, when it's, like, for, like, background on a class, or reading something else. Oh, isn't that pretty? Those are city lights, right? Right? Right, Hootig? Oh, no. Hopefully nothing happens if we don't do the focus, yeah. I want to keep having fun in Africa. Oh shit, this one's gonna... Yeah, they're trying to get in here. I think I paused them just long enough. Nope, fuck me. I got greedy, wanted the capital, which was a worthless capital because it's gonna fucking... Oh, actually, they have made a mistake, because look, they're gonna come down here to try to fix that pocket that's dead. Yeah, let's take a look at, or let's wait till midnight, and then we'll calculate. See, and they're fucking pushing in here, and of course it's the fucking motorized divisions! I swear these friggin' motorized divisions are better than the regular shit, than my choppers, actually. What are you talking about? Livy, Livy, the Roman historian. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna tonight before bed get reading some of it because I have the first one that's done by the Penguin Classics. It's called Early History of Rome, and I think it's his first 5 books. Yeah, so Livy had written 35 books on the history of Rome. Well, he wrote more than that, but only 35 of them that survive. So Penguin Classics has like them, I think, in groups of 5. So there's 7 of them. And see, I have the earliest one, and and they're all really cheap online. Like I find them all for like a few bucks. So yeah, I was gonna like read it, and I really like Penguin Classics books, also Oxford World Classics, because they seem to usually have good translators. They have nice pictures, but kind of what I like the most. I'm gonna try to, I don't know, I'll probably skip to November, Accent Man. Let's see what happens on the 25th. Because the 25th will be the channel's birthday. Maybe that's when I'll do something. Actually, it might not even be on the 25th though, because of how my things are going. Let me put it this way: a lot of stuff is going on in my personal life outside of my work life. The channel's birthday is gonna be on the 25th. I'm gonna try to set up something to go up live that day, even if I don't, because we actually want to hope that I don't do something until like the 22nd. But we'll see. But anyway. Yeah, so what I like about Penguin's Classics and Oxford's Classics, the ones that make them good for me, is the introduction essays. Like a really good, I like a good introduction essay on like a classic work. And those are the main appeal of Oxford World Classics and Penguin Classics for me, is getting an essay by somebody who's like a contemporary, who's like a modern expert in the field of whatever it is that's being discussed. Having said that, I also like whenever they have a nice picture on the cover, which they usually do. Picture or a painting. Raid his office. Okay, so let's see if there is, in fact, going to be an auto bypass. So let's see, office. Raid. Okay, obviously I hit the caps lock by accident. Yeah, Levy's supposed to be good writing. Like, here, let me read to turn to a random page. What is it? Snape says, turn to page 394. I don't think there are 394 pages here. Okay, here we go. So, okay, I'm gonna just read a paragraph randomly. Page 394. There is an old story that while the king of VA was offering sacrifice, a priest declared that he who carved up the victim's entrails would be victorious in the war. The priest's words were overheard by some of the Roman soldiers in the tunnel, who thereupon opened it, snatched the entrails, and took them to Camillus. Personally, I am content as a historian if in things which happened so many centuries ago, probabilities are accepted as truth. This tale, which is too much like a romantic stage play to be taken seriously, I feel it is hardly worth attention either for affirmation or denial. That's an awesome paragraph to just open to on a random page. Just tells this story, and like, gosh, this is Livy who lived like almost who died slightly over 2,000 years ago, and then he's writing a history where 2,000 years ago he's saying, this is a story from centuries ago and it's probably bullshit. That's so cool. Oh man. Let's see the casualties. Good point, because we have gotten some decent encirclements. They're not the best ever, but what the fuck? Oh, it's because it's flipped.
Yeah, they've taken over 350,000 in casualties. Still about the same amount toward capitulation on the South African side. How much manpower do they have still? Okay, that's deployed manpower. Oh man. Okay, so here's the good news. The West, they've run out of recruitable manpower. And the East Africa, though, still has a bunch. Chat's gotten real quiet. Can y'all still hear me? Yeah. What's the problem? Alright. Good to know he's self-aware. And all the best historians are. Oh yeah, so we're gonna try raiding the office and see if it auto passes thing. There we go! Here we go! Here comes the fucking motorized division to fuck my shit up again! Would be funny if Viatka joined the African Shield. Viatka? Like this Viatka? This one up here? Is that what you're talking about? Is that like a bug or something? Okay. South Africa will probably get at least a partial victory if we leave. Yeah, but we want to set them up for total victory. Rie elected in Chile. Oh, they elected a nun, I guess. Very, that nun is sure, Anyway, the dust is settled in Chile. It appears the Chilean right has consolidated around Eduardo Frei Montalva, the candidate for the Partido Democrata Cristiano. Veteran politician in Chile. Interesting change. Let's see how it fares. So do they have focus trees or not? Why can't I see them? Fuck. Alright, let's whip back to the west. To the west. To the west. Nice overrun. I think the thing is, South Africa is just taking too many casualties. Okay, and there's the horniest member of my chat saying, "Sister, let us partake in God's greatest gift and get to baby making with 2 A's." Oh shoot, they're gonna. This division should be attacking there, but yeah, they're gonna get through their own capital here in a sec. I don't think my helicopters are that fast that they'll make it. Maybe we should just try to snipe the west. We're pretty close. I'm pretty sure I could run up the coast very quickly if I wanted. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. Check this out. Sud-west sweep attempt. Kipsu, I was like, oh yeah, Kipsu is the resident horny boy. Well, actually, Kipsu could be. No, I'm pretty sure Kipsu's made reference to being male before. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm really willing to bet they don't have anybody up here. Their armies are all out here on the frontier. So we're gonna see what we can do here. I'm gonna regret this shit. I'll tell you what. Yeah, you're goddamn right. Yeah. Got that hoarders carefully. Yeah, no, I figured. I'm sure that you know you're a functional human being in the real world. I was once joking with a friend of mine, this was so long ago, but I was saying like, God damn, you are like the horniest functional man that I know. And then he said, well, what about? And he said the name of another friend we have. And I said functional. Are you saying that he's functional? And get up here real quick. I think we can do it, just barely. There it is. Okay. Alright, so we've already got them at 46% toward capitulation, and that's without having taken their capital. So remember, this is worth 30, and then Launda here is worth 30, and we're picking up 30 more on the way. So we might be able to do this. Of course, that's going to create complete madness on the front line, because yeah, South Africa's just going to go, oh god, there's too much land, I can't cover it all. They already can't anyway. Clean hands. The full report on the operation had filtered back up to him somehow. Perhaps Adamar had sent it as a good-natured prank. Nothing unusual was discovered in Adamar's office. There's no question Adamar bribed the police officers. Yeah, it's like, sir, it's like, ma'am. Yeah, what? You're under investigation for charges of bribery. And then you just hear, you just hear, those charges still around? Maybe. I could use some gas money. Yeah, there's no charges, ma'am. I hope that money sound came off good. I just did that with one bill. I had one bill in my desk. So. Okay. How much is this worth? That's another 10. This is another 10. I think they're making a mistake here. They're leaving. They're abandoning their capital, or maybe not. Yeah. So gets event the diplomatic samba. Oh yes, we actually had another 21 days available. Let's see here. Black market arms trades increase. That was a convincing sound of multiple bills by one bill. Yeah, all I did was I just folded it in half and then just rubbed the two sides together like this. Yeah, there you go. All right, how close are they to capitulating? 77% with the loss of Luanda. Okay, this is worth 10. This is also worth 10. I think we might be able to make something happen here. If we need the freaking South Africans to take the capital itself quickly. Let's see, that's 10. This is 10. We might be able to capitulate them without taking their capital, actually. Which would be pretty awesome. It's even out now. It's all empty land, so this motorized division's having a ball. Well, where are we at? 98%. We could just even take some regular tiles, but I think taking that's going to do it. The South is about to capitulate. Südwest. This is it. 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 I think. No, I think they might have grabbed something back in time. Yeah, they're at 98%. Or I guess it still wasn't enough, or whatever the fuck. Yeah, oh yeah, they grabbed this back, so that's worth 5. But yeah, up here in the north, we're kind of just doing whatever we want. 95%. Look at all these freaking divisions they've got here. Aussie, that's only worth 1. Okay, definitely don't care about that then. Definitely do not give a shit. Wait, how much is this worth? That's worth 10. Yes, come up here. Come up here. Go inward or close the pockets. No, we're just... That's it! The airport of Africa could not stand up to the Americans in the air. That was it. Very nice. Okay. 2 Africas to go. And the Boer Republic keeps getting more tiles back. Okay, let's, yeah, you know what? I think we might actually be able to snipe, Central Africa, because yeah, I am now realizing they just have all their divisions in the south. They're not covering these other spaces like they should. They're just trying so hard to keep the Boer Republic alive that they screwed this part up. Dressler wins in Ostland! Oh, isn't she cute? Oh, no, I might have spoken too soon. Looks like somebody's up here. An elephant enters the room. Thereby I promise to protect Brazil, protect the interests of the army, and protect the future of the fatherland against its politicians on my new position, being eternally vigilant against communist infiltrators, traitors, and rebellious civilians on my tenure as general, said Silvio Frota after receiving his new promotion as general of the army after the death of General Ancora a few days prior. This is really bad, said one officer on the back, close to his friend Silva. He's not even pretending to like democracy. We have fought worse, said Silva. I'm just getting a bit tired now, you know. Mikhail knew exactly what Silva was talking about. The Brazilian army never had been a unified institution, being divided into many different factions since its creation. For decades, supporters of democracy have tried, sometimes with success, other times not so much, to prevent tyranny from taking power. First, the sword dictatorship under Floriano Piexo the Butcher, then Arthur da Silva Bernardes and his martial law, followed by the new state under Vargas, and now the escalating military radicalism by people like Frota. There's no way to fix this permanently, Silva, continued Mikhail. I'm afraid that the only way is to continue this war forever. As Frota finished his speech and returned to his bench, everybody got up and began to applaud his figure. I know, but what was that thing that random American said? I think it was the price of freedom, eternal vigilance. Who did say that? I want to say that was Jefferson. No, hold on. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Let's check. Okay, so the first link is often mistakenly attributed to Irish lawyer and politician John Philpott Curran, frequently attributed to Thomas Jefferson. So it looks like the first time that you see something close to that, like eternal vigilance is the price of liberty, is in an 1852 book from a speech by an abolitionist. Interesting. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, we're trying to just see what we can snatch away while nobody's looking. Don't know how lucky we're gonna get. We gotta try to, hopefully the AI will make a mistake and have that unit leave the capital before South Africans are filling in the spaces. The diplomatic samba. In your role as foreign minister, you're to get us out of South Africa. It's important we show these Yankees that Brazil will not be tossed around. The days of automatic alignment are over. Will I be afforded freedom from domestic policy concerns? I'll be holding down the front while you go abroad. Brazil needs new friends, big and small. Your interests in closer ties with West African nations of particular importance. We southern nations must stand together in these troubled times. Before all this, however, the big fishes need to be satisfied. Washington, Romania, Tokyo. Okay, I'll go make a few calls, Hanyo. We're so very close. Yeah, I know, we're close. I know it. Oh, these are part of Central Africa. Let's see, that's worth 5, that's worth 5. Well, let's kind of double back. Leopoldville, how much is that worth? 30. Okay, so it is worth getting if we can. But just like with Sud-West Africa, we might not even need to necessarily take the capital itself to get the win here. Oh, they're only 10% of the way there. Console ending? No! Cameroon always a thing? Yeah, was that there before? The portrait looks familiar. 28 days. Brazilian blood's been spread on South African soil for what? To take sides in a civil war that does not concern us, a proxy boxing match between America and Germany. No more. President Quadros will stand up to the political establishment and convince lawmakers to abandon this quixotic war. Surely hidden within the legislature's stony heart, there remains some remnant of decency and patriotism. We're gonna give it a try. Well, we could always just like not take the focus, but you know, obviously that's going to keep us away from better parts of our treat too. So it's a balancing act. It's Shiva from Resident Evil 5, who's never seen again after that game. The more we know. Alright, where's, let's come up here. Libreville is worth 30 points! Holy crap! Okay, let's go get that shit. And then we'll double back. Meanwhile, running up the central part of the country. Central Africa. Will they for sure vote to withdraw? I don't see it here. I don't think it's till this is done that it'll start voting, so maybe we'll actually have a little more time. That's why I'm making all the save files so I can go back if needed. Okay. Still only 34% of the way there. Yeah, they've got a lot of points. But our allies are doing a decent job closing up this pocket, or maybe not so much, but they're keeping things open. Which is nice. I think they just abandoned Leopoldville. We'll blame the Americans if South Africa goes awry. My mandate's looking big. I think they might win this because Briata and Cheetah, I'm thinking they're in a particularly strong position, so they're just gonna kind of fight at one another. There's the Olympic Games with that very form-fitting dress. Let's see here. How's the actual helicopter count doing in here? Worse than ever! Industry is just plain old not keeping up. Let's, how close are they? Oh, wrong button. How freaking close are they to dropping? Still just 60%. Yeah, if my allies could just go ahead and grab Leopoldville, that'd be great. Oh, nope, don't do that. Okay, we gotta wait for this division to leave. Sure, taking this time. Oh. it. It's easy to blame others rather than look inward on yourself. There you go. Yeah, the West Russian Revolutionary Front continues its inexorable march south. Just not really anybody able to saw it. Boer Republic keeps making advances. Sinister forced from Europe. Hold on, let me get some more water to get me through like the last 25 minutes or so. Woo! Okay. Let me move this. Okay. Region. Quadros came to power, offering Brazilians a return to a simpler, more honest era. How then, asked the president, could immoral behavior be tolerated throughout the nation? Not content with fighting European inventions such as fascism, racism, and Marxism with all the power afforded to her by her office, President Quadros had signed a new law officially banning the criminy. This dangerous new piece of fashion, popularized by rebellious youth in the French state, crudely approximated a woman's swimming suit. Only 3 scraps of tissue covered its wearer's unmentionables, leaving the rest of her visible to the entire beach. Named after the French word mini and the German rocket testing site in Crimea, the Crimini had, which is, you know, the whole thing is that it's the bikini. It packed a rocket's punch in only a few square centimeters of fabric. Artisans celebrated it as a rebellion against Europe's decaying moralistic regimes. Cynics saw it as a cheap way for the declining French economy to outfit every beach-going woman. President Quadros saw it as a dangerous attack on the nation's well-being. Their blood heated by the tropic sun. How would honest Brazilian men carry on their work, knowing that a few miles away, entire flocks of sunbathing women exposed their bodies to the world? The Republic's future, the Brazilian people's future, all of it depended on eradicating this new ideological threat to virtue and good morale. Good morals is actually probably what I'd say. They probably just didn't put the S. Already a new brigade of police officers were being trained on the art of counterinsurgency to flush out sultry, seditious, sunbathing seductresses. The most pressing issue for this government. Having said that, I haven't even looked this up yet. I'm going to look it up right now. Let's see if there's any pictures of Lammy in a bikini. There's surely some artist that has done it. Hello, life, Lammy, bikini. Then again, her whole thing is that like she's a snow elf, right? So I guess she would never really go to the beach. Oh, never mind. Nope. Some people have been on it. Holy fuck! This is high res. Hold on a sec. So, Brazilians, I present to you your president and mine, Quadros, in the Crimini. How scandalous! Anyway, there you have it. There's another picture too, but let's move this back up here and let's get back to the game. Igor. Hail. Hail the president. Purchase women. I need to purchase freaking transport helicopters, but no, we need serious black market shit going on in order to pull that off. Alright. So checking back in up here on the war, because don't you all know there's a war on? Waiting for this division to move. Okay, yes, now we can get up to Stanleyville, I think. She may be a dummy, but at least she's dummy thick. Goodness. Demonetized. Oh yeah, that's it. It's over. It's over. What's this? Purchase inventory. No. How close are they to capitulating now? They're still only at 68%. And don't think I don't see how like they're breaking in here. You know, this wild adventure my characters have been on. It's actually in 5 days we might be withdrawing as well. So there is some not good stuff happening right now. Which is that worth? That's 10 also. Over demonetized. Yeah, CHG is over. Yeah, it's like channels getting fucking deleted. I fucked around. I'm about to find out. Now I could go just over the border here and really start racking up a lot of these points in the east, but we gotta focus on capitulating one country at a time. So there we have it. Senate vote is now active. An act to withdraw this. This act proposed by President Quadros will bring our boys home from the lawless hellhole of Africa and save them from having to play cat's paw for America. As the act to enter South Africa was passed overwhelmingly by Congress, Quadros must ensure a act to ensure Brazil withdrawal. What is that? That's my spot. From South Africa can also pass, otherwise he will lack the legislature approval and consent to do so. While Quadros could just ignore the legislature, arguing directly to the Supreme Court that they have no authority over foreign policy, it would be best to pass this bill through the legislature to prevent any unneeded political battles. Okay. So I guess in the meantime we could do other stuff. Let's be with the Japanese ambassador. Like, you know, we did that with some stuff with them earlier. These ones for the hot springs up north. The C in CHG stands for canceled. Yeah. Try losing it on purpose? Nah, why? We're just gonna win just because we're awesome. So, withdraw from SA vote. Okay. So I could, rally, and I feel like, I don't know, it's going to take 28 days to deliberate. I feel like my character would be, you know, trying to get it so that it would pass, because to not cause problems later. We're going to do that. Quit's worth 5. We might be able to sneak over to Leopoldville. I think in Leopoldville at the end of the day is only worth 30. And we can get 5, or I should say Oli, there's a lot there. Come on. Where are we at? That's it, 100% toward capitulation. Now I need you to come over here, and then south, and then, where's my other division? Up here, yeah, you also gotta come this way. We might be able to snap our way to victory, everybody. Yeah. Just maybe. I think we'll be a little short on time, though, just a little bit. Helicopters at the end of the day are only so fast. We need running against the closet music. Quadros is a character from the HoloLive VTubing company. Or actually, winning are we gonna get cut off? It looks like a cutoff might happen here, but there's ports up here too, so we'll actually be okay. The priority right now is the victory points. here. That's it. So we will withdraw now. If the war, you know, whenever the vote gets held in 13 days. And all we've taken so far is worth only 7%. Let's see, Shield is getting dumpstered by 3 Brazilian cowboys and a donkey. And a donkey. All right. Vai! Okay, come over here, there, and there. Okay. Okay, oh geez, I blinked out there for a second. I kind of dozed off. Okay, what's happening? The position of the ambassador of the Japanese Empire to Brazil had long been seen something of a sinecure. Ambassador was given little to do, keeping an eye. Quadros' trip to the spear brought renewed activity. Perhaps things would change. A good dinner and better conversation. Yeah, so we're just saying, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Let's reassure the Americans. Their tone changes to anger as the Republic exits South Africa and seeks closer ties to Japan. They accuse President Quadros of digging holes under the fence so foxes and wolves come in. I'm sorry, who has capitulated 2 of the Reichskommissarats? Who was that again? Was that you? Or was it somebody else? Was it oh yeah, me! Cause that's what I do. We're not gonna be able to get the capitulation, I think, in the limited amount of days that we have left. Yeah, there's 6 days left. Don't think it's gonna happen. Although maybe it's not even instant, we could also like just drag out the event text. And that might help us. You guys know what I'm talking about? That'll give us basically another 2 weeks. 38%. Will I reload a save to win the war if I withdraw? I don't know, maybe I could, but maybe not tonight. But I think we'd set things up. Okay, so it passes. The senators had oh wow, it's instant. Just freaking instant. The senators had voted. They had voted correctly. On the walk to his office, her office, President Quadros found herself in a jubilant mood. No more would poor Brazilian men die for a pointless conflict in South Africa. Lot had entered the war carelessly, paying in blood an imaginary debt to America. Now Quadros was reversing at least some of the damage caused by her predecessor's carelessness. Her secretary had assembled a few memos and newspapers on her desk. Quadros' good move did not dissipate through the subsequent reading. Memorandums from UDN party grandees reporting on the anger of many UDN senators with the evacuation of South Africa. The president did not care what a few laceratist has-beens did. She was president, and the crow could squawk for all she cared. The people would understand that the UDN's new direction was in their best interests. Memos about the media she likewise skimmed through. Radio hosts accused her of cravenly caving in and abandoning South Africa to fascism. Editorials in the right-wing press deplored the risks to friendship between Brazil and America. When her aides came in with a cup of coffee, they found the memos and newspaper neatly folded into a pile. The president thanked them for the warm drink and requested they dispose of all those letters to the editor. It's time to bring our boys back home. The military loyalty's down, but it's political power. Brazil withdraws from the South African War. President Quadros is expected to make an announcement later today on television declaring a withdrawal from the South African War. This comes hours after a closed joint session of Congress was held, presumably discussing the terms of withdrawal. The United States and other oil-fed nations have declined to make a statement as of yet, but one can only think that this has drastically dropped the morale of the troops on the ground in Africa, who have grown fond of the Brazilian troops. Meanwhile, celebrations and protests are erupting across the country, namely in Sao Paulo, Quadros' home state. This is a big win for the president's foreign policy and will definitely give his approval ratings a much-needed boost. The Brazilians leave the dark continent. So what I might do is actually
flip it back to an older save file, and we just don't take a focus to them until we could just finish it off by ourselves. But I just went on 5 speed before I end the stream here today. And see if they're going to be able to pull it off. If they could win this on their own. Because I think they can eventually, but it sure doesn't look good. If the OFN throws this, they deserve nuclear annihilation. Yeah. Just gonna choke it. Hold on a sec. It's like when the relief pitcher comes up while your team is up 6 runs in baseball, and then they end up losing. Like, how pissed does that starter have to be, right? Tempestuous speeding. The American people look with consideration upon your efforts to leave the South African conflict. No disrespect needed. Man, my word, I argue that Brazil, while cherishing its traditional fellow republics of the Americas, must look beyond the shores of the Atlantic Pacific to find its own place in the world. America remains the only adult in the room. Okay. So yeah, let's just see if they could actually pull this off with her. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in these brown pockets. Because it was just my helicopters moving forward, so they might take those back. UDN readies for the presidential election. Time to sweep the polls once more. Okay. They're demilitarized down here? Oh no, it's the red arrows. Except because they're ready for the presidential election, so it looks like we're gonna have to choose. Do we want Kubi-chan in charge or Guyard? Well, they kind of have like a I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it there for tonight because I'm just fading real hard here, sitting at my desk. But this was fun. I'm Conquering History Games. Thank you very much for joining me. Next time I'll stream will be... Dang it, it might not be till Tuesday, unfortunately. But we might go back and try to finish the war off entirely before this stuff. Okay, I'm Conquering History Games. Y'all have a pleasant evening. Good night!